This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
A call to a house party leads police to guns inside a downtown St. Louis apartment, and at least one person was armed with a stolen weapon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Bush.
I'm Kelly Jackson. Police are finding more people with guns like these all over the city. But are they getting them? Where are they getting them? Christine Byers is here with more about what she's learning about the guns in the photo and what owners can do to keep their guns out of the wrong hands. Christine.
Kelly, the 911 caller told police just after midnight Saturday morning that a party was getting too loud and people were coming and going with guns. Once they were there, police discovered a heavy amount of firepower inside. The party happened at an apartment in the 300 block of 10th Street in the middle of downtown St. Louis. Once inside, police took photos of what they found: 4 rifles and 1 modified pistol. The discovery comes less than a week after a mass shooting happened just blocks away that left 1 teenager dead and 11 others injured. Here's a photo of the juveniles police are looking for in that shooting. Police were able to arrest 1 man from the party this past weekend because the gun he had was reported stolen. Former St. Louis Police Detective Joe Steiger, who is now the business manager for the St. Louis Police Officers Association, says unless the gun is reported stolen, police can't do much about it.
If you have a possession of a gun and an officer comes in contact with you and they run that through the system, through the computer system, and it comes up as stolen, now there's a charge that they can deal with that individual. If that gun hasn't been reported stolen, then there's no charges that they can necessarily put on someone.
St. Louis police tell me they were able to seize the remaining 4 guns because no one claimed ownership of them at the party. Coming up at 6, I'll have more tips on what Steiger says gun owners can do to help police take guns out of the wrong hands, given Missouri's notoriously weak gun laws.
Thank you, Christine. 8 assistant U.S. attorneys will soon work alongside St. Louis City prosecutors. The new circuit attorney, Gabe Gore, is facing a backlog of cases left behind by Kim Gardner's administration. The group of U.S. attorneys includes some former city prosecutors who worked under Gardner, along with her predecessor. They will work inside the circuit attorney's office. They will handle their federal cases along with homicide cases in the city.
Tonight, new information on a triple shooting that left 2 people dead and 1 in the hospital near The Grove.
Police say one of the people killed is also a suspect in the shooting. 5 on your side's Mercedes McKay joins us live with how business owners in the popular South St. Louis district are reacting. Mercedes.
Mike and Kelly, we're on the corner here of Manchester and Tower Grove Avenue, which is just 2 blocks away from where that shooting happened last night. Despite it being so close, many business owners I spoke to today hadn't even heard about it. When questioned,
I think that it's something that we've become used to, just kind of living in the city.
even in the middle of the weekday, there's a lot of activity in this popular business district along Manchester.
The food, the shopping, so I love everything about the Grove.
But 2 blocks away, less than 24 hours ago, cop cars lit up the street after police were called to a triple shooting at the 4300th block of Gibson Avenue around 7:50 Monday night.
It's definitely a little bit of a scary situation. It's just kind of a crazy world anymore.
46-year-old Tanette Brown and 45-year-old Stephen Bowden died from their injuries at the hospital. A 21-year-old female was also shot and is listed as stable but serious. Late Tuesday, police say the incident was the result of a domestic disturbance among family members, naming Bowden as a suspect.
It doesn't make me nervous, it doesn't shake me, because for the most part, the neighborhood is pretty stable.
Cheryl Myers has been a small business owner in the Grove for nearly 13 years. As a board member for the district, she gets crime reports weekly and described the shooting as rare.
I walk around this neighborhood at all times of night. I don't feel unsafe or anything like that.
But right across the street, John Rosenzweig with Sauce on the Side has a different perspective.
I would say within the last year or so, crime has definitely gotten worse.
Rosenzweig says their biggest issue has actually been with car break-ins.
We've had numerous employees have their windows busted out and things like that, as well as some customers.
Even though Myers hasn't dealt with that, she says no matter where you live, you have to be aware of your surroundings.
It's just not in a bad neighborhood or a good neighborhood, it's just anywhere you go.
Ninth Ward Alderman Michael Browning sent out a statement about this shooting. He said, even though this is a tragedy, it's important to note that this was an isolated incident and none of the Grove businesses or patrons were a target. If you have any information about this shooting, you're asked to call police. Live in South St. Louis, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
And here is a live look tonight over downtown St. Louis. Pretty bright now, but there are some weather changes coming. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell for the Weather First forecast. It's already heating up, Scott.
It is heating up, Kelly. That's one of the changes. It's only going to get hotter and more humid over the next couple of days. Plus, we're also tracking some of that wildfire smoke, which has been pretty thick across northern Illinois, central Illinois, up into Wisconsin. That's sliding towards us as well. There's the look from Worldwide Technology Raceway back towards St. Louis. A little bit of haze, but not terrible just yet. Visibilities, though, are decreasing to our north and northeast. All of that fuzzy color, the grayish color from Chicago back to the Quad Cities and then down from, around Litchfield over towards Flora. That's all that wildfire smoke that's kind of starting to work its way to the ground and reducing the visibilities somewhat. So that's a concern for us as we head into later tonight and tomorrow. It'll be at its worst in St. Louis as far as the air quality goes early tomorrow morning. So that's the time when a lot of folks, because it's cooler, like get out and do some exertion, get your workout in. Try not to do that early tomorrow morning outside because the air quality is going to be on the bad side. Then we have our big heat potential for Thursday into Friday. Heat index values could top 110 degrees. The only thing keeping us from seeing those numbers could be thunderstorms or clouds from thunderstorms. We'll talk about that potential coming up in just a little bit, Kelly.
All right, see you then, Scott. A former Lindenwood hockey coach is charged with multiple counts of child molestation. James Lambert also coaches 2 other youth hockey teams. He is accused of molesting at least 2 players, one of them inside a family bathroom at the Centene Community Ice Center in Maryland Heights. Police found photos of a second victim while conducting a search warrant at his home in Lake St. Louis. Lindenwood University says he is no longer employed there.
Crews are hard at work in St. Charles right now. A water main break caused major damage to the city's historic Main Street.
5 News 5's Travis Cummings has been talking to the city about the work, and he is live from there with details. Travis.
Mike Kelly, it was all hands on deck today here on historic Main Street. Sunday night about 6:30 is when crews got the call about the water main break. The city restored water by 6 Monday morning. But what you're seeing here behind me is a result of all of that. All of these bricks just piled up in the street here. And this is why, due to the break, about 250th roadway down North Main was damaged. Water pulled up several of the bricks and the sand in between them. Today, crews are removing each brick by hand. They cleaned them and reset them so that the road will be smooth and leveled again. Public Works Director Nick Gala says this was the first break this year on Main Street. It's usually every couple of years. They say this is where the original water plant was, so age was the biggest factor.
So some of our oldest pipes are in this stretch. So we had a 100-year-old, actually over 100-year-old cast iron pipe that over time deteriorated. Plus the extreme heat that we're having could be another contributing factor where you have cold pipes running through really hot ground.
The city will keep the road closed one more day. If you're walking down here tonight, you'll be fine. They'll open it up to the rest of traffic for tomorrow. The plan is to have it in shape by the end of the week for the weekend in time for the 4th of July celebration. We're live in St. Charles. Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
A Tennessee bishop resigns following claims he covered up sex abuse. Now he has future plans here in the St. Louis area.
A Kansas City teen shot after going to the wrong house tells his story for the first time. The words he says the shooter gave him after the shot was fired.
Leftovers are for more than lunch. It could apply to filling up your car's tank. We verify whether you could be getting gas left behind.